married man is drawing the line in the sand about platonic friendships with the women in his life. If his wife doesn't know them, they should just lose his number.
I have a very strict rule when it comes to having female friends, and that is, if you are not my wife's friend, then you are not my friend. If this woman is not my wife's friend, it means that we have a relationship that to some degree my wife is not aware about. Tell me if that sounds appropriate for a married man.
Is it appropriate for people to befriend members of the opposite sex who are not a part of their partner's inner circle? Joining us to talk about it, Dr. Angela Jones here for Angela After Dark as our expert, and two people who are casually dating each other, Chastity and Bruce. So, guys, let's begin with you. What do you think about this, Bruce? What do you think about what this guy says? Do you adhere to these rules that if your girlfriend or your significant other is not familiar with the female, you're not having any kind of conversation with her?
I'd be a little different because, I mean, for example, you have a work friend, that's just your work friend. Plus, also it goes by insecurity. So if you're insecure about your woman or whatever's going on the outside, then of course you're gonna get mad about it, say you're not for it or whatever. But if you don't have no insecure problems, then it is what it is. As long as you know not to cross the line with it.
All right, Chastity, I see you like listening closer, like what are you gonna say now? How are we gonna deal with it? So your thoughts on that situation. Would you allow him to have female friends that are not friends connected to you if you guys get super strong in your relationship?
Well, I don't.
So you got the
I don't like the term allow. I don't like the term allow because we're adults. You know, I feel like effective communication is important. I'm not insecure. I'm a very secure woman, so I don't generally question any platonic friendship because they could have been well established before I came along. If it is a well established relationship or friendship, at some point I do feel like I should be in on that. There should be some form of communication.
But you do want to know some kind of background.
Yeah.
How did this happen? What's the history? You know, the dynamics of it.
The dynamic is important. Because like the guy mentioned in the video, no matter what my intentions are, I don't know their intentions. So it's important for me to get to know them. You know, my question would be if they don't want to get to know me, why?
That's a sign. Is that a sign?
It is. You know, they both made some good points. Some of it is you first have to ask yourself, do I not want my partner to have friends of the opposite sex because of past issues, past trauma, or maybe some insecurities that I have? And if you do have some insecurities or past trauma, then you do need to heal from that before even stepping into a new relationship anyway, because you're gonna bring that trauma, that hurt, and that pain into your new relationship, and it's gonna mess up the dynamic regardless. Now, the other point is they're saying, like, should you be like BFFs with their friends? And that, I don't really think that is actually the case either. I think it is really wise for all parties to be aware of who are you hanging out with? Right. Who's in your ear, who's feeding your spirit on a daily basis. If you have a friend at work, this is someone you see 5 days a week for probably 8 hours a day. That is an important person in your life. Now, do I expect that person to be my BFF? No, but I expect them, like, if you have a cookout, if you consider this person a friend, they should be, you know, they should come over just like your other friends. They should be treated as though all the friends that are the same sex and a different sex. There shouldn't be like a line like, no, I don't want you to meet this person, or you don't need to meet this person because you're insecure. That's usually a huge flag or a red flag in a relationship.
If you start hearing the term, that's my work husband or that's my work wife.
You know, I think we did something like this before.
Chastity and Bruce, what do you guys think when people start calling each other work husband and work wife? Is that, you know...
I think it's intriguing.
That's a good word, intriguing.
I think it's intriguing. I think at that point I'm like, well, who is this person? Especially if I haven't met them or engaged with them or saw you engage with them, you know, very closely outside of work. But y'all probably are. You know, so I would want to know, who's this person? Why haven't they been to anything that we're going to? Or do they have a spouse or a partner? You know, I feel like all those factors are important because even when you're secure, there are spaces that can create insecurity. So I would want to alleviate those issues.
And what's the best advice, Dr. Jones, in our last 30 seconds for those who may be insecure in a situation where their significant other has friends of the opposite sex?
If they have friends of the opposite sex and they've been open with you, honest, open with sharing the dynamics of that friendship with you, and it's felt kosher, it's felt good, then go ahead and go, you know, along with it, but you need to go to therapy or you need to seek help to try to rectify the insecurities or trust or hurt issues you have from the past. So always heal yourself first so you're not hurting the next person.
All right, Dr. Angela Jones and our guests, thank you for joining us. Still ahead.